Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Heavensward. In the last episode, we began working on a new series of quests as part of the main story, where we are trying to track down Minfilia with Kryl. And it has led us over here to Matoya once again to see if we can't search the Ethereal Sea to try to find Minfilia, because apparently she was basically called into the Ethereal Sea by Hydaelyn. So we'll see how that works. We have to run the Anti-Tower dungeon in order to do that. Now, unfortunately, due to some issues in the schedule, I don't have enough time to run the dungeon right now, because I will have to not only sit in queue for a while, but then I'll have to run the dungeon, and I don't have enough time for that before I have to start getting ready for work. So, we're going to do something a little bit different this episode. I have been working on my warrior off screen. I have up to level 58. At this point. So, what we're going to do is we're going to work on some of the warrior job quests, because I haven't done any of them since level 50. So, we're going to go ahead and knock around a few of those, get some of that done, and then next episode we will run the Anti-Tower, assuming, of course, that I, have work on my schedule properly. Alright. So we're gonna need to head over here to Eastern Lenosha here, Costa del Sol, and we're gonna head up there and we're gonna talk to the guy that we were talking to before, which I forget what his name is. It's been a long time. Because unfortunately, if I had my warrior here at level 60, I might have been able to do the dungeon, because the tanks get the dungeon queues a lot quicker. But it is not ready for that. So, it needs to be level 60 before I can start doing these dungeons. Hopefully it'll only take a few more dungeon roulettes for me to run to get it to level 60, and then it can help with running a lot of the dungeon content until we hit Stormblood. Alright. Oh yes, Curious Gorge, right. Let's go ahead and chat with him and see what he has to say. Alright, Curious Gorge looks eager to expand his combat repertoire. Alright, Ayame, I scarce recognize you. The flames of battle have tempered you like fine steel. Since last we spoke, I have resolved to start upon the path of the warrior anew. I swore that I would not succumb to the beast within again, as I did when I faced my brother in Wineport, which was a while ago. Alright, speaking of which, Broken Mountain has regained much of his strength, though when I speak to him of taking up the axe once more, he changes the subject and returns to his studies of Arcanima and other scholarly pursuits. Nevertheless, his desire to spread the teachings of our ancestors to every corner of Eorzea remains unchanged. And you couldn't have come at a better time. I've just received a letter from Broken Mountain stating that he's uncovered information regarding ancient martial techniques. If you're interested, and I'm sure you are, why not accompany me to Camp Bronze Lake so that we might hear what he has to say together? Alright, we're heading out to Camp Bronze Lake. Alright, he is going to be in this direction. And there is Broken Mountain. Well, I do remember you, Ayame. The sole warrior to tame her inner beast. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not been there to save us from ourselves. You know, the precipitous nature of the forces we wield, as well as the consequences of losing control for even a moment. The beast does not scruple to discriminate between friend or foe, and if given free rein, will lash out at both. I have pored over countless tomes in search of knowledge of how to tame the beast within, as you did, but my efforts have thus far proven fruitless. All I have found are ridiculous tales of techniques that, if the author could be believed, would make Ralgar himself cower in fear. The elders often told tales of legendary warriors to inspire the youths. Are you sure there is no truth in yours? Quite. There are descriptions of techniques used by the hero Mithril Heart, but the details are difficult to swallow. No warrior, alive or dead, can rip off a behemoth's arm with his bare hands. The tales are filled with similar outrageous accounts, brother. It would be a waste of time to investigate their veracity when we know so little of how to tame the inner beast. Besides, you know as well as I that Mithril Heart is not more than a fairy tale hero. What if I could prove that Mithril Heart was flesh and blood? Would you be willing to continue your studies then? Never did he stray from the path of the warrior, even as the years took their toll. Axe in hand, to Silver Tear Falls he would go, never to return. Which means that if he truly lived, then there may be something there which proves it. This is a new guy. Weisskate? Keep your axe sheaths, Gorge. You'd be better served by time spent swinging your axe at a practice dummy than searching for ghosts. Well met, Ayame. My thanks for ensuring that my old friend here lived to learn from his mistakes, though it seems the lesson didn't stick for long. Weisskate here has been kind enough to keep my brother busy with work and assist me during my recovery. Anything to keep a former comrade out of trouble. As for these stories, far-fetched as they may seem, I wouldn't be so quick to dismiss them. Lest we forget, Ayame has more than a few legendary accomplishments to her name. Well, if by chance she found proof of Mithril Heart's existence, I would reconsider, but leave my brother out of it. I may not be ready to accompany you, but I can give you advice on where to start. Seek out the Sons of Saint Koinok. I am certain they know something of Mithril Heart's final journey. Alright. Those guys are over here in Mordona, so let's head out the Revenant's Toll. Alright, let's ride on out there. Yeah, I've been wanting to get back to do these class quests for a while, and just haven't really seen an opportunity. So, this is good. I'll try and sprinkle these in from time to time as we continue working on the main quest. So, all right. Here are our people we need to talk to here. All right, Sele. Well, when the waters of Silvertear Falls receded 15 years ago, they revealed a treasure trove of artifacts spanning eras, many of which have yet to be recovered. I do not know if any of those artifacts have any relation to this mithril heart, but it might serve you well to begin your search in those previously submerged areas. Alright. Clifton. Relics belonging to an ancient Hellsguard warrior? Well, while we are up to our necks in Allegan artifacts, I cannot say I've come across any that could be what you seek. And where is the other person we need to talk to? Not you. It's going to be someone around here. It's probably that person down there. If I recall correctly. Yep, there they are. Nothing here should bother me, though. Alright. Yeah, level 46 is not going to bother a level 58. Alright. Clinthota. We focus our research on artifacts from the Allegan Empire. As such, there may be more recent discoveries which were ignored by a single-minded researcher. Alright. Are you going to cause me a problem? Nope. Good. If I were level 50, you might. Alright, dig site. Let's go take a look. I'll find nothing of interest. Alright, I found something. Present the axe to Broken Mountain, which he's going to be back in Bronze Lake. Alright, Broken Mountain. Well, have you uncovered any proof of Mithril Heart's existence? Well, I found this battle axe. This axe. The engraving and the curvature of the blade are exactly as described. To think of the beasts who tasted this steel. Surely this proves that Mithril Heart is more than a mere campfire story. The Steel Heart and his legendary techniques will have the strength to slay even the strongest beasts by the dozen. If Mithril Heart's feats are indeed possible, the knowledge of how he performed them would prove invaluable in restoring the warrior's reputation. You could show the people of Eorzea the true potential of the warrior. Surely, no small number of them would feel compelled to take up the axe. Indeed, it could prove a great boon for our cause. Very well, I will return to my tomes and scour them for any passages relating to Mithril Heart. Mind you, ancient techniques may rouse the inner beast like none before. Of that I have no doubt, which is why you must not take your training lightly. When I uncover more information, you must needs be ready. Alright, that completes that. And the next quest will be obtainable at level 52, which we already have. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the next one up. This will get us a new technique, Deliverance. Using certain... let's see. Increases damage dealt by 5%. Okay, so that's basically opposed to Defiance. So this allows you to do more damage as opposed to absorb more damage. So more of a DPS ability than a tanking ability. So it might not be that useful for what we're going to be doing. But we'll go for it anyway. Alright, I can tell you have not neglected your training, Ayame, which is good. I have continued my research in the tales of Mithril Heart and his legendary feats, and I believe I've come across a passage which may guide your next step. Before I share my findings with you, however, there is another matter of pressing importance that must be resolved before we continue. A ferocious beast has been sighted near the Weeping Saint in Kurthis, Central Highlands. And I would have you, me, and my brother go and slay it, as it poses a threat to any who venture nearby. I realize this may seem a trivial matter, but I assure you that it is of the utmost importance. So we've been Broken Mountain at the Weeping Saint, which is in Kurthis, Western Highlands. I'll head out to Camp Dragonhead and ride from there. And there's nothing out here that should bother us either. Now, is this going to be an instance? Indeed it is, so that means it's going to level sync us. There's Curious Gorge, and there is Broken Mountain, and they don't look so good. Thank the 12 you made it. The beast caught us unawares. My brother leapt to my defense and slew it, but in that moment... he was overcome by his inner beast, as before in Wineport. Okay. I knew it was folly to bring him here. I beg of you, stop him before he hurts himself. Alright, bring it on. You know what? If I don't have to deal with those inner furies, then, you know, great. Oh, jeez. Alright, thrill of battle. Oh, they hit me and do a ton of damage. I see. Alright, I'm gonna drag him over here a little bit. Alright, well, we got him. Ayame, speak to me. Alright? Thank the gods you're awake. When your final blow landed, you and my brother both collapsed. What happened, Ayame? Do you remember anything? Your inner beast lashed out as if trying to escape? I see. The lingering numbness is likely your body recovering from the shock. Otherwise, you appear to be unharmed and in full control of your faculties. I owe you an apology, Ayame. Once again, I lost control. I have already tended to my brother's wounds. You needn't worry. Alas, as I suspected, my brother yet lacks the strength to control his inner beast. As you may have guessed, I called you both here to see if my fears were unfounded. I did not wish to give you cause to worry, brother, but when the beast stirs, my mind grows clouded, and my will falters. Perhaps I remain silent to avoid facing the bitter truth. Who would trust a protector that could turn on them at any moment? It pains me to do this, but I cannot allow you to accompany Ayame any longer. The risk is far too great to you both. Mayhap it is best we continue this conversation in the safety of Camp Bronze Lake. Gods damn it! Ayame, you've grown so much stronger, while I've hardly grown at all. Show Eorzea what it means to be a true warrior. I know you can. Well, we'll do our best. Alright, so back to Bronze Lake. And finish this off. I think we'll probably call it a day there. Most likely be a little bit shorter than normal, but just kind of the way the times worked out, unfortunately. Alright, Broken Mountain. So, my brother has been in a dour mood ever since he returned from the Weeping Saint. Well, that is only natural given his lack of progress, and it may be for the best. The teachings of our people are too dangerous for those who lack control, and is why I choose to focus my studies on how to tame the inner beast. For the sake of my brother, I wanted not more than to solve this dilemma, but then fate intervened, and I stumbled upon the tales of Mithril Heart. But mayhap we need not forsake one pursuit for the other, though. In seeking the techniques of Eld, we may discover the reason why you can't hold the beast in check so easily. Why you can hold the beast in check so easily while my brother and I fumble about like children. However, I am still concerned about what you told me before, about your inner beast lashing out during your duel with my brother. Can you tell me of that once more? Simply recalling the duel rouses your inner beast from its slumber? Wait, it all makes sense. Only the flames of animosity may temper a warrior's soul. I came across these words in a passage and did not understand their meaning until now. The inner beast stirs when we face an opponent who pushes us to surpass our physical and mental limits. Only in that moment can we attain mastery of new techniques. This must be how the heroes of Eld like Mithril Heart became such legends. They traveled the realm, testing their mettle against the fiercest foes they could find. Your path is clear then, Ayame. You must challenge yourself as they did. You must grow stronger and hone your skills to new heights. Well, that's the plan. Alright, we learned the new action. And, as I said, we'll go ahead and call it here, and then we'll see if we can't get the anti-tower taken care of for next episode. So, for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.